Good afternoon. Plenty of things to talk about today. And, a lot of people have asked me what is happening with Indian football. Is Coach Stimac staying or is he going? Plenty of updates to give you. What is happening with this current Cricket World Cup? It's quite a shocker. And by the way, let me first tell you this. We just had a meeting, and I was shown that 70 or 83% of our viewers on YouTube are not subscribing to the channel. So may I kindly request you that you do that, and kindly ask me your questions on YouTube. I will. We are live from our handle, and what I will also do is I am going to tweet the YouTube link so you can ask me questions on Twitter also. I will. Yes, Rohan, send it to me. I'll actually get it from here. Not a problem. I'll tweet the YouTube link as well, so you can ask me questions on uh, Twitter also based on the YouTube link. But the point is, three parts to the show, and we can continue. I've got plenty of updates to give you on football. I have plenty of things to talk about as far as the Cricket World Cup is concerned. So over the next 40 odd minutes, 35, 40 odd minutes, let's have this conversation. It is critical. So and first things first. What is the update on Steammatch? And let's get some questions also. So I will tell my team to give us the questions as well. You know, is he going? Is he staying? That's the fact, right? You have you have you have repeatedly asked me this. That is Steammatch staying or is he going? Is he staying? Is he going? Is there uh, a back channel conversation that is on? Has the AIFF spoken to Steammatch? What is Steammatch thinking? There was a report in one of those football sites. In fact, somebody quoted me, I think 7 Football or some one of those sites, saying that Boria Majumdar has said, Igor Stimac has said this to the players. In fact, not one. I saw several hundred tweets quoting me that Boria has said Igor Stimac is doing this. This is what he has said to the players. This is what he has said, etc., etc. Let me give you the update. Somebody, I think Marcus or someone, again was quoted. I don't know if Marcus has said this, but he was quoted by one of these football sites where it was said that Stimac is going. I think so. That's what, that he will resign or something like that. He's going, or he's. I don't exactly remember. Resigned and left. Was that something like that? So my colleague Trisha tells me that resigned and left. Here's what exactly happened. At the end of the game, and I have gotten it corroborated by multiple people. I have gotten it corroborated by multiple people. Stimac said 90% this is the last time I am meeting my players. 90% এইটা আমার শেষ meeting with this team. 90% this is the last time I'm meeting my players. I don't know whether I will stay or not. And he also said he will have a chat with the federation. He said he will have a chat with the federation. And since then, I can tell you this, that Stimac will not resign. But the AIFF technical committee, a lot of people have asked me, what are they doing? They had a meeting yesterday. The AIFF technical committee meeting did not even have Stimac on the agenda yesterday. The AIFF is in a bad fix. The consensus is that it was better if Stimac left. And I'm saying this openly. The consensus or the mood at this point is it was better if Stimac would have left. But how does Stimac leave? How is it that AIFF can make sure that Stimac leaves? They have to pay him 6 crore rupees. How and why? His contract is such that at this point in time, there is no clause in the contract which states that he can be given a 1 month notice or a 3 month notice. In all contracts, everybody who is watching, everyone who follows, the truth is, if there is a contract, the contract enables you, whoever it is, the contract enables us that there is some kind of a there is some kind of a clause, an exit clause. The exit clause allows you to terminate that contract, and that is the basis on which the contract can be terminated. What is this question? What is the future of Stimac? That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's be clear on this. So the question that you just asked me was, as what is the future of Stimac? Exactly, last 5 minutes 50 seconds. That's exactly what I'm trying to give you details of. Anyway, doesn't matter. So the contract, everybody, all of us, when we get into employment contracts, consultancy contracts, the story is we have a 1 month notice period or a 3 month notice period. All of us have. In this case, sadly, Igor Stimac has no notice period. The contract that I'm telling you something, the contract that Stimac has at this point in time doesn't have a notice period based on which AIFF can terminate him. So Rohan is looking at me with gaping eyes. Yes, that is the truth. There was a clause. AIFF senior management tell me, and I'm putting it on record, that there was this clause of termination. Breaking here. Shaji Prabhakaran, the erstwhile Secretary General, removed that clause. Shaji, if you are listening to this show, can you answer this allegation that Satya Narayan and the others have brought against you, and I'm naming them? That the current AIFF dispensation has labeled this thing saying when you renewed Stimac's contract, you removed a clause for termination. If this is the case, can you please answer why this was removed? It is important that all of us need to know. The current dispensation says the former General Secretary Shaji Prabhakaran, during the renewal of the contract, had removed this clause whereby Coach Stimac could be removed with a 1 month or a 3 month termination notice. Now that clause is not there. And because that clause is not there, if the AIFF has to remove Stimac, what they have to do, and the contract has been extended till 26, is they will have to pay him 2 years salary. And the 2 years salary happens to be 3 crores each. 3 crores each. So some people were saying there is audio problem. Can I see the chats here? I can, right? Comments? Audio problem? There is no audio problem. Okay, let me get it close. Chalo. Now tell me if there is an audio problem. Tell me if there is an audio problem, please. Do let me know if you are having an audio problem. Okay, so let me give you the updates. So because there is no clause anymore of removal, at this point in time there is no such clause. So AIFF, in order to remove Stimac, will actually have to, is this better? Because I don't want there to be an audio issue. So wait 1 second. Yeah, this is better. So, because there is no such clause for removal, AIFF is in a great fix. AIFF will have to spend 6 crores to give Stimac 24 months of salary if they ask him to leave. If they ask him to leave, they, AIFF. If Igor resigns himself, it's a different matter. Igor has clearly said, and has said to me also, that he will not resign because there have been several instances where promises made to him by the AIFF have not been kept. And he has cited examples also. The Afghanistan game, for example, in Saudi Arabia, where India had to play at an altitude of 2,200 feet. The team was supposed to, Mayur, who could be the potential replacement? I don't see. Mayur, listen to the show and kindly subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and ring the notification because we will keep getting you all the updates from football. Where is the question of replacement coming when this matter has Dhruv Mitra, you're back. Brilliant, boss. Yes. Who will be our next head coach? Dhruv watches us every day. Good. Good to welcome Dhruv back. By the way, somebody asked me to start the super chat. I did not even know till some time back what a super chat is. I thought somebody was just trying to give some money. But yes, we've started the super chat because that will help the channel grow as well. But to answer that, Stimac has clearly said that he will not resign. AIFF has to splurge 6 crores to get Stimac out. Stalemate. Absolute stalemate at this point in time. And if I can quote, I'm not supposed to give more details on this. Both sides are playing a blinking game. Who blinks first? Has the AIFF spoken to the coach? No. Since that night, there has been no conversation between Stimac and the AIFF top management. The AIFF top management has not asked the technical committee for any recommendation. So, Dhruv, to answer your question, Mayur, to answer your question, the AIFF top management has not asked the technical committee led by IM Vijayan for any kind of recommendation. So that I want to make very, very clear. In this situation, it is now a question of who blinks first, whether it is the AIFF top management who will give in and sit T-match down and say, okay, let us agree. Because what I understand, they will say a 3-month salary or even a 6-month salary. If you get a job, you take that, take a 3-month salary or a 6-month salary, and let's part ways. But it has to be done amicably. Unless Stimac agrees to that amicable parting of ways, then AIF, and he says, no, I won't, then AIFF is actually looking at a 2-year period with Stimac. AIFF is also of the opinion that if that is the case, so far according to the agreement, Stimac has been in Croatia for a period of the contract and comes to India as and when required. They will now insist that you will have to be in India, go and watch the Santosh Trophy, go and watch the I-League games, go and watch every ISL game, and be in India and help Indian football grow. So both sides could well take a hard step. And if that hard stand is taken by both Stimac and AIFF, you will have a lot of interesting drama in the next few weeks and months. Because this is, according to me, both sides are taking a hard stand as I speak. And I'm in touch, and I can tell you from sources, from having spoken, Stimac is not going to resign. He will send a report. I'm putting this out. Stimac will send a report to the All India Football Federation top management shortly. Today he's going to watch the Croatia-Spain game at home. He will send that report where he will detail out, list exact commitments that AIFF had made where repeatedly they have failed. They have failed to fulfill a series of promises. So his point is, whatever I had promised was also based on these promises. And look at what happened with the refereeing in Qatar also. Referees do always unfair with India in big stage. Why referee against India? Dhruv Mitra. I will address that, Dhruv. Igor will also make this point, and I'm putting it on record, that in the match against Iraq, coming from Dhruv's question, in the match against Iraq last year in September, the goal was wrongly given. Match against Qatar wrongly given. Mardeka wrongly given. So Igor is of the opinion that if Indian Football Association would have been half as powerful as the board of cricket control in India, half as proactive, then Indian football would not have suffered these refereeing reverses and would have been way up in the ladder, not 121 but 90th. There is a point here. All of us have seen that the result that India got, or the verdict that India got, is strange. Uh, is and the verdict that the fact is, Antaryami Bhai, you can't clap with one hand, and you can't even clap if your both hands are defective, and here both the parties he got a defect. I actually tend to agree with you. Both parties are agree with you that both parties are in a fight here, and the fight is leading us nowhere. AIFF is saying Stimac is to blame. Stimac is saying promises have been not fulfilled. And the truth is, Indian football and football players are suffering. When I speak to a Sandesh, when I speak to a Gurpreet, I speak to younger players, I realize that they are getting deflated. They are feeling down. They are feeling depressed. They are feeling let down. The IFF ended up paying more than $750,000 if the federation wants to. Not 750,000, so 30,000 or half, 700,000 in 2 years. 6 crores. That's what I told you, Mayur. 6 crores. Bengal Pro T20 League is not attractive because of low score. IPL scouts interested. Two of our colleagues, Trisha Ghoshal and Gargi Raut, went for the women's matches today. And they were of the opinion, in fact, I will get Trisha on the show shortly. They were of the opinion that the standard was pretty low, that the basics were pretty low, very poor. So if that is the case, constructively, CAB is doing its best, sponsors are doing its best, team owners are doing their best, but the standard of cricket was so low that some of the franchise owners are asking the question that have we spent money for this? Players did not even know the basics. Our team was there from 9 a.m. at the Jadavpur ground. Trisha was there. Gargi was there. In fact, I asked them to do a story, and both of them came back and said, "What story? How are we supposed to do from there? Rather, we will write, but how critical can we write?" In fact, they asked me that question. And I answered that question saying, "Be constructively critical because we want to support the sport." So that is the update on the Bengal Pro T20 League. Compared to a Tamil Nadu Premier League or another Premier League, give it time. Give it time. The men's league is still is reasonably better, but the women's league, from what, and by the way, two women, not me, two women who have both played the sport. Trisha played the sport, has a coaching this thing as well. Gargi played the sport. Both of them went to watch, and both of them came back extremely disappointed. So that's the update from the Bengal Pro T20 League. I would suggest give it time. I told them as well that give it time. Let's all support the league. But as of now, it is not the best. মুরগির খামার ছেড়ে মরিনো বলছি, whoever you are, bhai, I don't know. It is a known fact. Shaji has extended with Stimac and has removed the termination clause. Internal politics for this situation is still represent. That is the point that I was about to ask. That he's part of your exco. Why don't you ask Shaji? Why is Satya and Kalyan and people not asking Shaji? In fact, I'm asking Shaji. Shaji is a friend of mine, openly. Have you removed the clause? I would welcome Shaji Prabhakaran to come into a show of mine and tell me why he removed the clause. Because the current AIFF dispensation is telling me that Shaji removed the clause and they did not know. Shaji, as Secretary General, was instrumental in removing this clause. So if Shaji was the one who was instrumental in removing this clause, tell me, Shaji, if you are listening to this broadcast, you are being labeled the villain by the current management. Have you done it? And if you have done it, why did you do it? Because clearly they are saying that basis this, Shaji has blocked me. How does it matter? Today, whether anybody blocks you or not blocks you, you have your own thing. Say it. So that's what you are trying to say. And I'm asking a question. I'm asking a straight question. I have had a chat with the AIFF senior management and they are blaming Shaji. So is Shaji the one responsible for this? And if so, why? Somebody has to come up with this question because 6 crore rupees is not anybody's pocket change. Today, if AIFF does end up paying 6 crore rupees to Stimac and appoints a new coach, that coach will also demand an equal amount of money. So we are actually talking about 12 crore rupees that they will have to put on a new coach. 6 crores to Stimac, 6 crores to the new coach. Where is this 12 crores? Tell me. Does AIFF have 12 crore rupees to invest in a new coach? They'll have to compensate Stimac for 6 crores and they'll have to pay the new coach for 6 crores. Do they have that kind of money? I really doubt if they have that kind of money. So that is where Indian football is stuck at the moment. I will be on this story. I have spoken to players. By the way, a new thing has come. I think Stimac will also say that the technical committee is claiming, I have read somewhere in some sites like ND Stoppage, that the technical committee is naming players like Renedy Singh or some other players. AIFF has to pay the money. I don't blame Stimac. I blame AIFF for this mess. I also blame AIFF for this mess, for sure. AIFF has signed the contract. Stimac will say, I have signed the contract, now give me the money. This is the contract that you have signed. How am I wrong? I have done my best, and Stimac is also saying that had the refereeing decisions not gone against us, if you were a stronger board, if you were a stronger federation, this wouldn't have happened. And he has a point there. So clearly, he has a point there. The only solution, as far as I am concerned, and I'm putting it on record, one of the most responsible people in the AIFF, Satya Narayan. I'm not getting into Kalyan here because Kalyan is the president. This is the job of the Secretary General. Satya Narayan should get on a call with Stimac. Satya Narayan should get on a call with Stimac and try and resolve this problem, because otherwise Indian football will continue to suffer. Trust me, Indian football will continue to suffer, and this is not working for anyone. Anyone. Stimac will hold his ground, AIFF will hold their ground, Stimac will say what is going on, and our football will continue to suffer. We will keep you updated on all developments. Whether Shaji will ever come clean on this and say why he removed it, we don't know, but he should. And if he's being wrongly blamed, then he should come out and say that he's being wrongly blamed, because this is a serious, serious issue. Indian coach will be the worst decision. Absolutely. Indian coach, how is an Indian coach even coming into the picture? If Indian coaches were that good, then why is it that no ISL team like a Mohun Bagan, why is it that no ISL team like an East Bengal? By the way, I was speaking to Carl Squadrat today. I was speaking to a number of the. So why are these coaches? Why are these coaches there? Then get Indian coaches. Go for ISL. That's your top flight football. So why is it that your top flight football doesn't have Indian coaches? Only foreigners. So when it comes to the national team, জাতীয় দলের জন্য ভারতীয় কোচ, আর আইএসএল এর দলের জন্য বিদেশি কোচ, তার মানে কি আপনার জাতীয় দলটা কি ফালতু জিনিস নাকি? মানেটা কি এটা? জাতীয় দলটা তো ফালতু জিনিস হতে পারে না। বাই দ্য ওয়ে, এই যে মুরগির খামার ছেড়ে মরিনো এই চ্যানেলটাতে সাবস্ক্রাইব করেছো ভাই? তাহলে একটু জানাও। ইন্দ্রনীল রায়চৌধুরী, সেটা একটু জানাও। চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন, কমেন্ট করুন, নোটিফিকেশনটা জানান, বিকজ মাল্টাই স্পোর্ট আমাদের মতো কেউ করতে পারবে না। কেউ করতে পারবে না, করা সম্ভব না। আমরা যে পরিমাণ মাল্টাই স্পোর্ট করব, প্যারিস থেকে যেভাবে কভার করব, কেউ করতে পারবে না। সো চ্যানেলটা, ডু ইউ থিঙ্ক ফরমার পাকিস্তান এফএল প্লেয়ার্স টু লো? আই এম আনসারিং, গেটিং ইনটু ক্রিকেট অন ইট। Let me sum up football. Let me sum up football, and then I've got time today. The only thing is I'm not well. That is why I will get my colleague Rohan into the show shortly. But and this is what I love these conversations. But I find Indian football an amazing story. It is a story of self-destruction. My personal career will end up in gutter by following Indian football, while getting nothing in return as an ardent football fan. I agree, yeah, I agree. I so empathize with you. I so empathize with you. But that is the truth. That all of us as football fans, Rahul Giri is also here, our football reporter, who has improved by leaps and bounds. Only Rahul keeps taking leave and runs away in between. That is his problem. So otherwise, he's a good boy. Rahul, you want to join the show? You want to join the show tomorrow? But what is your take on Stimac? Should he go or should he not go? Do you want to join you and Rohan from a different league?
No, it's okay. I can tell here only.
You can tell here, you come here. Sit here. Now you tell me. What is your take on, should Stimac go? Best of luck after a long time. We got a sports channel. Simon Mitra, have you subscribed, my friend? Do a show on the scam so-called sports YT channels. They are not even worth one. Leave them. They will say we are a sports channel. They will go and do jingoism. Only the editor will go and show his face and talk nonsense. He has been a former colleague, so with due respect to him, he knows nothing. Chodiye. So let's not even get there. It's called a sports channel, and they will not even do a single Olympic sport. They will do nothing. Don't worry about such platforms. Have they done anything on Indian football? Has FIFA responded? Now also this, 4 days, 5 days, Stimac should go and we should get someone. Wait, links with Indian football. আরে ভাই তুই আগে এটা আমায় বলো, have you subscribed to the channel or not? সেটা না বলে একটাও কমেন্ট করলে দেখাবো না আমি। আগে সেটা উত্তর দাও আমাকে। But coming to this, Rahul, 5 days, we have sent a letter. No response from FIFA, no response from AFC. I asked Satya today also. At 1:45 p.m., I asked Satya, have you got a response? He said no. Had this been Germany, had this been England, had this been Spain, the world would have been up in arms. Because it's India, you have been penalized in Mardeka, you have been penalized here, you have been penalized multiple times. Nobody takes you seriously. Your thoughts?
I think this one is one of the biggest robbery, to be honest, because yeah, given the result in the last 5 games, I think everyone is talking about the same thing that
I mean,
what.
one second, I love this comment here. This guy has 10 fake accounts. He says, yes, Dada, subscribe from all 10 of my fake accounts, including this one. You're a legend,
Okay.
boss. You're a troll, you're a legend. তোমায় তো কাঁচ দিয়ে বাঁধিয়ে রাখা উচিত। একদম তুমি জিলিপির মতো সোজা ছিল, চিন্তা করো না, চালিয়ে যাও। স্বপ্নীল, তুমি হচ্ছে স্বপ্নীল 2, তোমায় আমরা এই ট্যাগটা দিলাম আজকে। স্বপ্নীল 2, yes রাহুল।
Yeah, I think everyone is talking about the same thing that given that last match was disappointed that because of the referee we couldn't garner the 3 points, but that in the last 5 games India could have collected at least more than 6 points so that we could have sealed our place. But I think at the same time things didn't gel well against Afghanistan, so we have to take all those things in the account. But against Qatar, I think our Indian team produced one of the best performance in the last 1 year. So of course the referee decision is one of the most disappointed thing that we have witnessed in recent year. And absolutely, as Boryada said, I think if any other countries would have been in place, such as Germany or other any big nation in Asia, maybe Japan or Korea, I think by this time they would have got the response from the referee. I think just because it's India, I think they are taking things lightly, and this is not the first thing. Even in Martikawa as well, we could have owned that game and sealed a place in the final of the Martikawa final. But because of that, I think that was.
Iraq, right?
I think it's against Malaysia. I think that was even more evident than this decision. The ball clearly crossed the line.
Yes.
And how can referee miss that? Yeah, I think.
So Malaysia, Iraq, Qatar, 3 times. Now Stimac tells me, and by the way, I've spoken to Stimac 20 times in the last 4 5 days, and kept asking the question: will you resign? Will you not resign? What is the plan? And he kept asking me, how is it that all these decisions go against us and no protest happens? Tell me, how is this that this happens? No, I won't resign. If why does AIFF not fulfill their promises? He throws questions back at me. What am I supposed to answer? So and subscribe করলাম হিমাদ্রি, একটা কথা বলো তো ভাই, এতদিন করোনি কেন? এতদিন করোনি কেন? এটা তো বেস্ট প্ল্যাটফর্ম, তুমিও জানো, করোনি কেন? মুড়ি চানাচুর খেয়ে বিকেলবেলা দিব্যি বসে খালা নিয়ে আড্ডা মারছি, তুমি সাবস্ক্রাইব করোনি কেন? চারিদিকে ছড়াও। আরে ভাই সাবস্ক্রাইব করো, নোটিফিকেশনটা বলো, ধ্রুব মিত্র সাবস্ক্রাইবটা করেছো তো ধ্রুব? সেটা আগে বলো। ইন্ডিয়ান ফুটবল উইল গ্রো বিকজ there is a bunch of young players coming, I believe. Of course we believe. অপটিমিজম, তাই জন্য রাহুল ফুটবল রিপোর্ট করে। নাহলে কি মাঠে গিয়ে কি সারাদিনে দিন দুপুরে 40 ডিগ্রি গরমে ঘুরে বেড়াচ্ছে? কেন ঘুরে
I
বেড়াচ্ছে?
would have also inclined towards cricket only.
Exactly. তাহলে he would have been inclined towards cricket. Shaiman Mitra, I'm sure this one will become a sports channel one day for sure. It is. What do you think it is? It's some para team pot school or what?
Entertainment.
It's some entertainment. মুড়ি খেয়েছিলাম। আরে লাভলি, কি বলছিস?
WhatsApp was instances where FIFA issued an apology after referee.
Acha, this is a fantastic. Let's break this. FIFA has issued apologies on several occasions after refereeing errors in football. Here are a few noted instances. Have you put this out as a story? You must. 2002 World Cup, during the quarter-final between South Korea and Spain, FIFA had issued an apology. 2010 World Cup round of 16 match England and Germany, FIFA issued an apology. 2014 World Cup Brazil versus Croatia, Japanese referee Nishimura awarded a controversial penalty, issued an apology. 2018 France Croatia issued an apology. Why not now? FIFA has to answer. If India doesn't get an answer from FIFA, Rahul, then AIFF is not good enough. If India is a strong power, you push. Otherwise, you walk out of FIFA. How does it matter? Walk out of AFC and say you have been discriminated. Take them to CAS. File a case against FIFA saying, hello, this is injustice. There are instances.
Why not?
There are instances where you have issued an apology. Chandu Champion, I will watch Dhruv Mitra. Chandu Champion, I will absolutely watch. Murlikant Petkar is a fascinating story. We've done multiple interviews. Ron, we must put out that Murlikant Petkar interview. We will put out that Murlikant Petkar interview also. And by the way, we don't depend on Chandu Champion to promote Murlikant Petkar. Himadri Chakraborty and Dhruv Mitra, kindly watch our platform. We've been talking about Murlikant Petkar for the last 3 years, when Karthik Aryan did not have a clue who Murlikant Petkar was. So that is the fact. So, our contribution to Paralympics is deep and will always remain. But the point is very clear. Had it been BCCI, would the ICC dare? Would the ICC dare issue this against India? BCCI would taken the ICC to the cleaners had this happened. So, Why can't India take them to CAS? Nandan Kamath, top lawyer, my friend. Why is Nandan not being asked? Vinujpat Singhania. Why are these lawyers not being asked? FIFA has issued apologies in the past. Why not file a case against FIFA at CAS and say, come on, issue us an apology. We want this. Igor won't resign. AIFF is incompetent. I think it's high time we Indian football fans boycott the Indian team. No, don't boycott the team.
Not at all. I think if I comment in this, that nothing, we can't get solution by resigning, by letting Igor resign. Now I think if I say this, I think everyone will start flooding that we are the peer of Igor Stimac and all.
Hello. Hey, Dada. Igor Stimac is not Rahul's uncle or my uncle. My uncle's name is not Igor Stimac. I don't get a part of his salary. Rev Sports doesn't. If Igor does, then we will start supporting Igor. I'm saying it openly. Let him sponsor Rev Sports. Good. Doesn't. So this nonsense of you backing Igor, etc. We are telling you facts. Fact is Igor won't resign, and he has said that. Fact is AIFF doesn't have an alternative today except to pay Igor 2 years salary because the clause has been removed. Fact. Should he or should he not is not our limit here. We are not getting into the should. I also know, okay, there is this fact which I'm hearing that there will be a thing that it will be a bargain. 3 months, take 3 months and go, 6 months. We will give you 6 months. Yeah, khatam kar. There should be a handshake, a mutual handshake.
I think there will be no solution by if
Fighting.
Igor leave, because I think there are some other aspects. I think we need to focus on those things to improve Indian football. The first thing is age fraud, and I'm really happy that AIFF has taken some step and they have been successful in curbing age fraud from this year.
But I want to know 4 days there has been a letter. Why is AIFF not tweeting that we have not heard from FIFA? Kalyan Chobe, Satyanarayan, Velu, the manager whose name the letter was sent. You have the letter on you, Rohan? Can you play the letter, please? Play the letter. This is the letter that AIFF, and by the way, no blurring. Put it out. Put out with the name and everything. Put it out. We have put it out. Let's put out the India letter. You don't get a few people surely does. No, yeah. No, I can give you this. No, this is the letter from AIFF. This is the letter from AIFF that was sent to FIFA. And hello, can you give us the date? It was that night, which was the night of the 11th. It was sent on the night of the 11th, and today is the 15th, right? 15th. Today is the 15th. So 4 days, no answer, Rahul. Why is the AIFF silent? Why is it that they are not putting out a tweet or saying that we have not heard from AFC or FIFA? They should answer.
God knows, I think AIFF should break silence in this matter, or else I think, because this is the best chance for us to go to the third round.
Third round is not happening. At least you will get an apology or something, because people should know that injustice was done.
Absolutely. That's why I think that, as I told, that AIFF need to be some other top Asian giants. Their federation, they are so strict in these kind of matters, and why not AIFF?
Ron, play that thing you just put out from the back end. There was an acknowledgement of an error and a form of an apology was extended.
Example.
So in a match between Serbia and Portugal, Ronaldo's late goal was disallowed. Multiple examples we can give where apologies have been issued. So why not in our case? It's because we are brown. It's because we are not Portugal. It's because we are not Germany or Spain. It's because we are ranked 121 and it don't matter.
And hardly we see this kind of
instance
in other games.
Match where Ghana and some other teams was playing. I'm just showing.
No, my point is, so why? Why is it that this kind of discriminatory treatment against Indian football? Why?
In the 2024 Olympic qualifier.
Shaji, you are a member of AFC, right? You have some position at AFC.
I think they want us to,
No, Shaji is a part of AFC, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't you resign? Shaji Prabhakaran, why do you have to get the facilities from AFC? Resign. Or go and ask the AFC officials, no, why don't we not get a response? Do something. Do something for Indian football. Please answer. That day I met you at Salt Lake Stadium. We both greeted each other warmly. You have to answer 2 questions of mine. Why did you remove Igor Stimac's clause? Why did you remove that clause? People are saying you did. If you are the person responsible, why have you done this? And number 2, you're a part of AFC. Why is AFC not answering? Why is AFC not answering Indian football? Why was this done? Why don't we get this? Ask, no. What are you doing? You'll obviously be there at every global football tournament and be in a VIP box with champagne. You being there helps us in no way. No way. None of you guys help us in any way by the senior management. So let us put this on record. Why don't you do this for our football? Please do it for our football. It will help.
Another example from Africa.
Africa, okay. In a World Cup qualifier between Ghana and Zambia, there was controversy over a goal line clearance by Zambia that appeared to be a goal. The referee did not award the goal, leading to Ghana's protest. FIFA apologized for the error and acknowledged that the ball had indeed crossed the line. Look at this. Look at this. Where are you finding this? You champion, you should write all this, my friend Rohan Chaudhary. Rohan is our back-end researcher today and he's finding out some gems for us. Devashish Bera, if the goal is cancelled, FIFA should arrange replay. That's not going to happen. It's India. Had it been Spain, it would have been the case, or Croatia, or Brazil, or Portugal, or some of those teams. India, who cares? And you will have your people going to AFC dinners and posing with FIFA bosses with a glass of champagne, wearing the acrid and going to some FIFA matches and being happy. Even Praful Patel is holding. Mr. Patel, why are you not doing something? Do something for our football. Ask the question. You are a powerful man. Ask the question. Let us, all of anybody, India has written a letter 4 days back with due respect. Why is it that we are not even going to get a response? That's all we are asking for. A response. Okay, on that note, what is this 59,000 fans? আরে ওটা টাকা নয় গুরু অন্তর্যামী ভাই ওটা টাকা বানিয়ে দিয়েছো তুমি 59,000 fans against Kuwait at Salt Lake Stadium choked in front of did they choke you there? You covered it. Tell me.
I think it's not because of the 59,000 fans. I think every player enjoy playing in front of this kind of capacity crowd. I think it's not a pressure for any player to play in front of capacity crowd. I think it's because of the exposure they get. They hardly get, I think, 2 or 3 games in a year where they face this kind of top Asian nation. I think that's the problem. I think AIFF should focus on arranging, I think, more such friendlies against such top Asian nation. At least if they can play at 4 to 5 nation in a year, I think that will help to improve us.
এটা তো PIO.
Okay, allow PIO to represent India. বলো তো ভাই এটা অনেকক্ষণ ধরে ইন্দ্রনীল রায় ইন্দ্রনীল প্রথম কথা have you subscribed to the platform? Say yes, then we'll answer. চল রাহুল answer করো.
I think it's a shortcut to achieve success in short period.
I am for
So
Okay,
I
so
am
I'll get you
against this PIO thing. I think instead of PIO, I think we need to focus on other aspect of the Indian football, starting from grassroots, starting from age fraud, to increase the number of teams in ISL or I League. I think that's where lies the key to success of Indian football. I think PIO players, of course, Kollan Chobe told that after the election he will address this matter, but at the same time, it's not going to be an easy job to bring the PIO players.
No, come this side.
Yes, bro.
Mr. Chaudhary, join from there. Indranil Rai Chaudhary, come on. Yes. Then we have an echo.
Oh, acha.
No, so you cancel out of that stream. Come here. So okay, Rahul,
Okay.
you give way to Rohan.
I will leave Rohan.
Thank you. Rohan, Rahul has given a point of view that he doesn't want PIO players. Why do you want PIO players? You tell us that.
Yeah, I want PIO players because every other country does that. Without players from better, I would say it will help us to get more exposure. Look at France, look at in this Euro that is going on, 58 players are from African origins.
কুইক ফ্লিক্স হাব আমি কিন্তু সাবস্ক্রাইব করেছি এই জন্য তুমি আজকে বিকেলে 4টে মুড়ি পাও ট্রাস্ট মি বাট গুড ম্যান মাল্টি স্পোর্ট
58 players are from African origins.
So what is the problem? Why are we not doing it?
Asian Games এ কতজন African origin player খেলেছে?
This PIO thing is an important question. Let's do a full show, a debate on should PIO players. Why are you taking me? You want to join that? Join.
আমার ল্যাপটপ নিচে
Oh.
কালের জন্য নিচে আছে সরি
Oh, I'm seeing people are wanting to join the show from various parts of the studio today. Snehashish is taking another laptop.
একদিন সমস্ত যারা ভিউয়ার্স তাদেরকে নিয়ে show
Acha, show. Let's do a show with all you viewers one day. Let's do a show absolutely. Acha, who's this? I'm look at Afghanistan. Of course, look at Afghanistan in Dhruv. You're absolutely right. Dhruv Mitra, as a
so many
Bengali in my
players.
life, I've never visited Kolkata. Where are you from, Dhruv? Which part of the country? কোথায় থাকো ভাই তুমি কলকাতায় আসলে হ্যাঁ দেখা করতে পারি প্রোভাইডেড তুমি কি সন্দেশ খাওয়া নিয়ে আসো সেটার উপর ডিপেন্ড করবে তারপর ডিসাইড করবে আই এম স্টেটলেস আই কান্ট জয়েন আ ডিসকাশন অ্যাজ পিআইও ডিসকাশন ইভেন বেটার ইউ ক্যান প্লে ফর কুয়েত বেদুইন ইউ ক্যান প্লে ফর কুয়েত 3টে প্লেয়ার খেলেছে অলরেডি ডোন্ট ওয়ারি ইউ হ্যাভ আ ফিউচার
চিন্তাই করতে প্লেয়ার আছে না ইয়ান ধান্দা তারপর আরো অনেক প্লেয়ার খেলছে যারা এখন ইউরোপের ছোট ছোট লিগে খেলছে।
The best part of your team is Bengalis dominating. Bengalis dominate everything.
হে বাবা,
চিন্তাই করো না।
কমিউনাল লাইট লাগে।
Bengalis dominate everything.
अग्निको
Indian sport organization, Indian sports thinking, Paris coverage টা দেখো, cricket coverage টা দেখো, Bengalis dominate, চিন্তা করো না একদম। And we will speak for India always. Honestly, we will do our coverage for India. Speak the truth.
I am from Delhi.
You're from Delhi. Oh, that's why you understand. অগ্নিকেও জয়েন করি না, অগ্নিকে করিয়ে নেবো, ওদিন সকালবেলা এবিসি করে তো, অগ্নি এখন কোথাও ঘুরছে, থিয়েটার করছে হাতে। So,
any update on World Cup matters?
আরে ভাই, আদিত্য সাথে 40 মিনিট 35 সেকেন্ড পরে তুমি বলছো রাম সীতাকার মা, মানে কি? 40 মিনিট ধরে বলেছি আদিত্য সাথে we are talking about this World Cup, then we will you tell me one thing and then I will move to cricket.
Yeah. Which one?
Okay, so so your promise appear 100% promise appear.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
when are we doing this? Okay, tomorrow is a Father's Day special, huh? Trisha Ghoshal, where are you hiding? What are we doing for Father's Day? Trisha Ghoshal kothay? Where is she hiding? Why is she playing cards?
Ogni has already given a long list of contents.
Trisha Ghoshal, please come and give an update on Bengal Pro T20 standard.
Arey baap re.
I've said that you're a former player. You and Gargi went.
Yes.
So Trisha's come here.
Hi.
So here is Trisha. So Trisha was actually there.
Yeah.
So this is important because, and constructively we are saying this. Let's push this a little bit in front because then the audio will be better. First here.
Yes.
So Trisha was there for the women's game today. Yeah. And all morning she and Gargi were there. And both of them came back and told me that the standard was very bad.
Absolutely.
We are of the opinion that we will back the tournament. That's why both of them braving the heat were there. Can you tell us?
Yes, the problem is, Boria, apart from the marquee players of every team, the rest of the players are extremely ordinary. The fielding, the fitness, the bowling is so much to desire for. In fact, um, it was very disappointing. One team scoring 117, and that is going till the last over before that's chased. When the other team was well placed, in 10 overs, they were almost 65.
And I don't know if you guys can see, I can. She's red all over because of the heat.
Yeah.
And by the way, before anyone says it, Trisha and Gargi, both women talking about it, both players.
Yeah.
Trisha has played the sport, Gargi has played the sport, and
Korea,
both of them
I'm a
are
level A
involved.
coach.
She's a level A coach, has been involved with women's cricket for the longest time. So if they say the standard was not great,
It was
they are
very, very
actually
sad
so.
to see that standard because honestly, when I had left cricket, I had not seen that standard. Either probably 8 teams is too much. I don't know if we don't have enough players. Either that, or I don't know. Also, you know what? I think they should get more former women cricketers as coach because they will know the girls better or probably how to go about it. Fitness is a big, big concern.
Apparently, there is this team, the Rashmi Madnipur Wizards. Kashish Agarwal, who opens for Bengal under 23, right?
Yes.
And Kashish I know because Kashish is a close friend's daughter. Very talented cricketer. Kashish came in when in the 17th over is what Trisha says.
Yes,
Why
you
on
can't
earth?
have the best batter batting and in the 17th over. I mean, that's like the worst thing that you can do. They have two very good batters, Ankita Burman and Kashish Agarwal. Number one, Kashish Agarwal for sure. Somebody forget about under 23 opens for senior Bengal.
Exactly. So if Kashish opens for Bengal team and has had a fantastic club season, how is it that Midnapur is trying to get Kashish in at the 17th over? Does the coach have a clue?
Kashish is supposed to bat at 3 and 4.
Does,
Why?
does the coach have a clue? Lokhi Ratan Shukla is the mentor of the men's team. And Lokhi is a dear friend and a gem. But the women's team, Kashish coming in at 17, Lokhi, if you're listening to this chat, can you speak to the coach of the women's team and see what's going on? Why is your best player being sacrificed at number 17 and your team losing that match? Anyway, so much on the Pro T20.
No, just one
more point,
more.
yes.
Yeah. The one player who was an absolute standard as a captain, because marshalling troops here is difficult. The heat. Some of the players are not even looking at the captain when the field is
Her
being
nose,
set.
her nose is red. You
I
can
can't
see
tell
her
you how
nose is red.
I'm having a bad headache.
মানে this is Kolkata is Dhruv Mitra asked me weather boss. It is like Shri Lalmohan Babu's bhashay from the frying pan to the frigidaire, frying
Oh.
pan and double frying pan. Gargi is today knocked out. She's sort of taking some rest in the studio itself because both of them came. Gargi's already picked up a fever.
Yeah.
Trishadi take rest. Absolutely Dhruv. গার্গিয়াকে আমরা রিটায়ার হার্ট করিয়ে দিয়েছি। ব্যাট
Yeah.
করতে নেমেছিল রিটায়ার হার্ট হয়ে গেছে। তৃষা একবার ইমিউনিটিটা
Yeah, so
স্ট্রঙ্গার
just
বলে এখন
I
হোল্ড
just
করছে।
wanted to say the one thing which stood out in this heat was Dhara Gujjar's batting. She scored a 60 odd, ensured her team won, and what a sublime innings! What
She has a future for
sublime
India,
innings.
you reckon?
Absolutely, she does. If she doesn't, then I don't know who does.
Dhara Gujjar is our future India star, is what we are saying from here for the Bengal Pro T20. So that's the takeaway. Dhara Gujjar is the lady to back. 60 odd in today's win. So let's back Dhara Gujjar because clearly Trisha says that Titash Sadhu performance, Titash দু মাসের জন্য বাইরে। Titash is injured. That's why আজকে তো হারবানের পিসিও ছিল বোধহয় সাউথ আফ্রিকার সিরিজের জন্য। নো তিতাস। তিতাস from what we know কতদিন? 6 মাস 6 সপ্তাহ?
Minimum 6 মাস।
6 মাস?
I think so.
I think 2 মাস বলেছিলেন আগে শুনেছিলাম। So we've got to see, but Titash is definitely out for a couple of months. Gargi is out, Trishadi is not out. No, Trishadi is half out.
Yeah, I'm half out. I'm
Trishadi is
braving
half
it.
out. And Gaurav Khanna is continuously calling কারণ প্যারা বা ইন্ডিয়ান ব্যাডমিন্টন টিমের বেশ কয়েকজন ভিসা পায়নি, so all of us need to help কালকে যাচ্ছি।
Tell us something about, did you watch the Euro match kalke? 5-1
Arey.
Germany just went mad.
Yeah, you guys were doing the show after I was watching your
Yeah.
show. Rohan was wearing a red
Spain.
Yeah, I was wondering যে হঠাৎ তুই স্পেন পরে জার্মানি দেখছিস কেন? ঠিক আছে, so we'll give him a Germany t-shirt
Nah.
because
No,
he's a
none of us
campo.
want Germany. No,
So
we are absolute Germany against.
Anti-German.
Yeah.
Trishadi and Gargi take rest because from tomorrow India versus South Africa is starting. Bring home some energy.
Of course, always energetic. I mean, apart from the physical issues, we are always there.
And tomorrow Father's Day, so your Gopi Chand show will come
Absolutely.
tomorrow.
Oh yes, of course. Right.
Tell
Absolutely.
our viewers, and I've asked everybody to subscribe.
Absolutely. It's actually the heat. We are braving the heat. We are braving the winter, the hurricanes, everything. Because of course, our team in US is
Yes.
in Florida where there is hurricanes. All we want is you guys are watching the show, but somehow you guys are not subscribing. And it is important that you guys subscribe. 83% of the viewers.
Chicken di dao mane dekhi.
Chicken? Oh, acha, they mean protein.
Oh, Trishadi, acha khao bolo, Trishadi chicken khao. Ajke khao. But Gargi is vegetarian, so we can't feed Gargi
Yeah.
chicken, but Trisha ka chicken aaj khai.
Mayur is asking anything for 100k special.
No. All this is nonsense. It is not about 100k, 200k,
No,
10,
we are
20.
not running after numbers, but what we are genuinely running after is we want to make better content. That's why we want to see who's enjoying and what. Have a hot cup of masala tea. Sir, Murgir Khamar Chere Morin. What?
Rohan bolche naki
Oh, okay. Yes,
Or
yes.
favorite.
We spoke about him yesterday.
The
Correct.
heading in
ভাই তুমি নাকি দারুণ মিম করো, তোমাকে আমরা নিয়ে নেবো মিম করার জন্য। তুমি হেন্সফোর্থ আমাদের শোতে এসে মিম দেবে আমাদের। তুমি
Quick
হচ্ছে
Flicks
প্রো বোনো
Hub.
মিম চ্যাম্পিয়ন।
Oh, this is a good question. Quick Flicks Hub.
না যাক না, আরো চারটে আসবে।
ইংল্যান্ডের কোয়ালিফিকেশন
শুভায়না কোথায়? হিন্দি করছে। শুভায়না রোহিত হিন্দি করছে। শুভায়ন কল্যাণীতে চুপ করে বসে আছে। কল্যাণী থেকে আসলেই বেচারা এমন ধুকতে শুরু করে, বলেছি কল্যাণীতে কল্যাণ করো বাবা, কল্যাণীতে কল্যাণ করো। শুভায়ন ইজ এ গুড বয়, বাট কল্যাণী থেকে আসাটা এই গরমে, তার উপর আজকে শিয়ালদা স্টেশন 4 ঘন্টা আবার প্রত্যেকটা ট্রেন লেট। সো মানে একটা জঘন্য ব্যবস্থা হয়েছে সেটা।
ইংল্যান্ডের কোয়ালিফিকেশন সিনারিও, আই থিঙ্ক এনআরআর এর কোয়েশ্চেন খুব একটা নেই বিকজ অফ দ্য ওয়ে ইংল্যান্ড ওয়ান অ্যাগেন্স্ট ওমান. Their NRR right now is more than Scotland. So if the match happens and they win, it's well and good. Until and unless Scotland defeats Australia,
হবে না,
which
ওনাদের
is
কেউ ছাড়বে না।
impossible.
বাট
Yeah.
আমি আপনাদেরকে একটা গল্প বলতে পারি about England versus Scotland. So I was watching the 2006 World Cup in Scotland, okay? And England had scored. So I've lived a lot of my life in England, I clapped because it was a good goal. So one fellow came and, sorry Trisha, pardon me, came and held me like this and took me to a room, and each of this is true. So this was in Dalry Road in I don't know the exact pronunciation. Dalry Road in Edinburgh, next to Princess Street. So they took me there to a pub. We were all watching in a pub. My wife was there. She was shocked what is going on. So this guy came and held me like this and took me there. And there was this big wooden drum. And he said, "Pee here." I said,
What?
"What?" He said, "Pee here." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "All of us will pee because you clapped for England, you pee here. Otherwise, we'll smash you." All of us had to pee in that drum. Yeah. So there are many stories. Not without reason have hairs turned grey. So are any players from Euro signed from Mohun Bagan? We'll keep you updated on transfer. 50 minutes into the show.
Himadri wants your Punjabi collection.
Arey yaar.
This is Shormishta.
No. This Punjabi was given by
Uma
Lududa.
Kankora,
Yeah,
yes.
this Punjabi was given to me by Lududa for my birthday, and they give me yeah. From tomorrow only Punjabi. These fellows are saying Gorome Punjabi can porva.
Yeah, obviously.
School, thanda.
Yeah, basically, you know what? He copies Feluda. That's the point.
Of course, Feluda is my idol. Bogojastro. What do I have? Bogojastro. Intellectually, boom.
Dhruv is calling you out. Dhruv is in Boryada. You told the story earlier
Ah,
also.
so see, that is exact. So, tale Dhruv, tale তুমি জানলে তো আমি মিথ্যে বলছি না। So,
Well done. Well done.
meet and greet for Tendulkar fans একটা করো। কার সাথে মিট করবে তুমি? তেন্ডুলকারের সাথে?
না, তোমার সাথে মিট করবে, তোমার কাছ থেকে তেন্ডুলকারের গল্প শুনবে।
তেন্ডুলকারের গল্প যেদিন বলবে, আর তেন্ডুলকার স্পেশাল। 25th we will Olympic Day special 23rd June.
Let's do a meet and greet.
Done, let's do it. Let all of you come.
Yeah.
We'll tell you stories. 25th June, let's do a 1983 special on the anniversary, winning anniversary.
1983?
25th June জিতেছিলাম আমরা।
আচ্ছা, that
ওই anniversary।
তেন্ডুলকার and I think 1983.
তেন্ডুলকার তো যে কোনো দিন। তেন্ডুলকার তো যে কোনো দিন। মানে কাল ফাদার্স ডে তে what do we have special Mr. Ghoshal? বলো। সৌরভ ঘোষাল and the Saurav Ghoshal is for Olympic Day.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
So bolo কালকে Father's Day.
Father's Day কোথায় গেল? For Father's Day, of course, we have Pulela Gopi Chand on Gayatri Gopi Chand. Gayatri Gopi Chand badminton খেলে এবং Pulela Gopi Chanদের মেয়ে, but as a coach also, Pulela Gopi Chand coaches them, Triza and Gayatri. Boria একটা হিস্ট্রি বুক লিখে দাও, একটা স্পোর্টস লিখে দাও,
25টা
লিখে দাও। অনেক কটা লেখা আছে।
ধ্রুব ব্যান্ড কিনেছো? ব্যান্ডটা পড়ো গিয়ে।
হ্যাঁ।
ব্যান্ডটা পড়ো, ক্রিকেটাররা মিথ্যে কথা বলে, এইটা দেয়ালে লিখে রাখতে পারো। Anyway, one story about Gavaskar to Tendulkar to Kohli, please. Surely, not today. আজকে অনেক দেরি হয়ে গেছে, 52 মিনিট, 2,25,555টা স্টোরি আছে, বলা যায়, চিন্তা করবেন।
বাবা,
সো দুটো পয়েন্ট বলে শেষ করি। এই ক্রিকেট ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপটা আমার কাছে এখনো অবধি অর্গানাইজেশনের সবচেয়ে পুয়ার, কারণ কালকে 4টে ইন্সপেকশন হলো। 4টে ইন্সপেকশন মানে 4 ঘন্টা বৃষ্টি হয়নি, 4 hours without rain, and you could not get a ball in. I am no Pakistan apologist. ব্যান্ড পড়েছি একবার, আই এম লখনৌ আসবো, আই এম লখনৌ নিশ্চয়ই আসবো, তোমরা নেমন্তন্ন করো, পয়সা দিতে বলো, আই এম এর অনেক টাকা আছে।
এই এক মিনিট, ময়ূর নেত্রাবলকার ইন্টারভিউ আমাদের সমস্ত সাইটে আছে, হিন্দি বলো, বাংলা না, বাংলায় বোধহয় নেই না, হিন্দি বলো, বাংলা, হ্যাঁ হিন্দি, বাংলা, রেভস্পোর্টস ইংলিশ, রেভস্পোর্টস প্রিমিয়াম, 4টে সাইটেই আছে। আমি তো বলবো 4টে সাইটে গিয়েই দেখে নাও।
And you know what, Mayur, তুমি এটা দেখোনি means you are doing disservice to Devashish Sen.
Yeah, I know. The poor guy is working so much.
Devashish Sen, আর কালকে he has given a photograph, 40 টাকা, এটা কি ভাই?
তোমাকে 40 টাকা দিচ্ছে।
এই ভাই টিপ দিস না।
এটা সুপার চ্যাট।
Oh, super chat, Shadnik, thank you very much. Boryada, what's happening between Shreya? সব কেন, কি দরকার?
No, এক minute, I want to clarify this. Can I clarify
Absolutely.
this? Yeah, so the Sehwag Shakib thing was what he calls jingoism or something, because that's not journalism. You know what happened? I'll tell you. If I suddenly say Boryada, you will ask me na ke, because you didn't hear. That is exactly what happened. Shakib did not say who Sehwag. They pronounced it and Shakib couldn't hear, so he was like who. That's the way. When you say who to mock someone, you don't go in front and put your ear and say who. And then when the Sehwag thing was not clarified, it was clearly for headlines. They just took that who and wrote everywhere. They did not clarify from Shakib who, what, where. It was just clickbait. And honestly, this is the reason you should subscribe to Rev Sports. For nothing else, 100k, nothing. It's just that we bring you authentic journalism. এরকম clickbait আমরা করি।
And এই জিনিসগুলো ঠিক না, মানে this is not correct. Gill unfollowed Sehwag
রোহিত
How does it be news? Why is it
এটাও কি
news?
নিউজ না? এটা নিউজ না। ও কাকে আনফলো করলো তাতে কি আছে? আজ সকালে আমিও অনেককে আনফলো করেছি, তো কি আছে?
আমার বউ যদি কাল আমায় আনফলো করে দেয় তাহলে কি হবে? তাহলে আমার বউই থাকবে।
হ্যাঁ,
গিল আর রোহিত তো তাও একসাথে উপরে করছে। So what is the point? Do you think Netravalkar will get an interesting question? Left arm, interesting guy, good brand, a good story. Clearly, if he's a good story, then Saurav Netravalkar. This is a good question. I think Saurav Netravalkar, if he puts his name up, not too much money,
I
but
think
he might
RCB
just.
needs a bowler.
I mean, lot of teams left arm pace always is important. Always is important left arm pace. If you see a Yash Dayal,
This is a very good question.
what is this? Boriada Afghanistan? I think so. My prediction is, in fact, wish list. Afghanistan should win the World Cup. Shagni, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your support. I honestly think if Afghanistan goes and wins this World Cup, it will be the best news for cricket. Best news. Now, Arekbar, super chat ta dija. I'll let me finish that answer. Don't you think Afghanistan will be the best news for cricket?
I think so. And I genuinely, I might sound so wrong, but then I genuinely want them to win. They're playing so well, so fearlessly. And you know what is the best part? I was thinking they always had these bowlers, right? But now their batters are coming so well.
Oh.
Zadran, Gurbaz, and I think KKR should be proud.
রংবাজ ব্যাপার।
Ah,
রংবাজ
Gurbaz.
এটা হেডলাইন কালকে রেভ স্পোর্টস
And,
ভাই রংবাজ গুরবাজ তোদের হেডলাইন।
Also, Shagni, there is one more thing I'll add. We Indian batters are not very great against left arm pace, right? Their Fazal Haq Faruqi is bowling so well. So genuine threat.
এই অ্যাওয়ার্ড অন অজয় জাডেজা ডিড নট অ্যাকসেপ্ট রেমিউনারেশন এইগুলো না, এগুলো ছেড়ে দাও, আউটসাইড অফ বলটা ছেড়ে দিলাম। এগুলো আমি বলটা ছেড়ে দিলাম।
এটা বলুন
কি আছে?
আফগানিস্তান ভেরি গুড টিম। কোথায় গেল?
When can I get?
সদা সিঙ্গেল আই গেস ইজ বিজি অন আ স্যাটারডে ইভিনিং। সদা সিঙ্গেল আতলামি করছে। সদা সিঙ্গেল আতলামি করে, দেখবে মাঝে মাঝে দাড়িটা রেখে ওই ঝোলা নিয়ে প্রেসিডেন্সি কলেজে যখন পড়তাম তখন যেরকম নকশালদের মতন আতলামি হতো, সদা সিঙ্গেল ওই আতলামিটা মাঝে মাঝে করে।
আচ্ছা, somebody is wanting a signed copy of band.
ভাই বইটা কিনে পাঠা, সাইন করে পাঠিয়ে দেবো।
বইটা কিনে পাঠাবে, আবার সাইন করে
আর
দেবে?
না হলে অ্যামাজনে বা কিছুতে একটা অর্ডার করে আমার কাছে পাঠিয়ে সাইন করে পাঠিয়ে দেবো, বিনা পয়সা দেবো না। কারণ 2 বছর এমনিতেই গলদঘর করে দিয়েছে ভাই, কয়েক কোটি টাকা লোকসান করে দিয়েছে মিথ্যে কথা বলে, আর তুই কেন 500 টাকা লোকসান করাবি?
Acha, Afghanistan is very good team and they have a great bowling side and our batter also looking sloppy hote pare. So Afghanistan can take wickets. Yeah, of course they can.
Your wife has unfollowed me. How does it matter? You speak to
my wife has unfollowed me. Expected. Especially if you have this.
She couldn't follow the memes. Clearly, you are a gem. তোমার কাজ দিয়ে বাঁধা মিউজিয়াম করে বাড়িতে রেখে দেয়নি তোমার বউ, তোমার বাবা মা। তোমার বউ যে এই মিমগুলো সহ্য করতে পারেনি, tells me she is sane and you are not. So clearly she has a level.
Let's ask a sane question. Can USA make another 1 or 2 upset in Super 8? What do you think?
I think they can. I want Afghanistan versus USA.
Final.
No, final হবে না। অস্ট্রেলিয়াকে এই টিমগুলো কেউ হারাতে পারবে না, ভারতও পারবে না। So Didi, we are waiting for Chuck the India for a long.
Chuck the India তো কবে রিলিজ করে গেছে?
না ও বেসিক্যালি চাইছে ইন্ডিয়া এই টুর্নামেন্টটা জিতবে কিনা।
না, এটা কি চাকদা এক্সপ্রেস বলতে গেছে?
ভাই তুই কি বলছিস শাগনি, আরেকবার কোশ্চেনটা ফ্রেম কর না।
আচ্ছা, এক মিনিট। চাক দ্য ইন্ডিয়া সিনেমাটা রিলিজ করে গেছে। চাক দ্য ইন্ডিয়া মানে 2007, আর চাক দ্য ইন্ডিয়াও 2007 এ লাস্ট হয়েছিল, যখন না 2007 এ লাস্ট
11 হয়েছে,
13 হয়েছে।
অ্যাকচুয়ালি চাক দ্য ইন্ডিয়া অনেকবার হবে প্যারিসে, অনেকবার হবে, এবং প্রতিটা ভিক্টরি ইন প্যারিস will be a chuck day, whether it's a one round win, whether it is a medal win, whether it is a major kind of an upset that an Indian athlete তখন ফলো করো। How many of you actually follow Olympic sport? এইসব ছাড়ো, আলটিমেটলি অলিম্পিকটা দেখো, কারণ ওইটা হচ্ছে ওই 28টা খেলা, 206টা দেশ, ইনক্রেডিবল স্পোর্টিং কম্পিটিশন। ওগুলো দেখো, ওগুলো দেখলে না গায়ে কাঁটা দেয়। এই যে মজা করছি, তামাশা করছি, সব চলে যাবে। তখন তৃষা জানে যে কোন ফ্রেম অফ মাইন্ডে থাকি আমরা। 5টা অলিম্পিক করেছি তো, সব 20 ঘন্টা কাজ করেও শেষ হয় না। মানে that's
but it's fun, but it's super fun,
tremendous fun. Drinks and dinner on me. Why boss? Drinks and dinner on me. You are reading my book, you buy my book, drinks and dinner on me. And by the way, I don't drink, So I'll get you some soft
আরে
drink.
ড্রিঙ্ক জল খাবে
জল খাই দেবো
হ্যাঁ।
তোমাকে, জল খাই দেবো, ভালো
Also,
খাবার
I
খাও।
want to make it very clear: drinks on dinner on him or on you doesn't matter. I am just eating.
Eating. It's not raining at Fort Lauderdale. That's good news. Yes, Devajit Vishwas. Let's put Devashish Sen on. What is Devashish Sen doing, Rohan? Let's get him on live. Bhai, dekh to bhai, can we get a live from Devashish Sen, an update? My father has never followed my mother in Facebook, but still they couple, so nothing. Are of course.
Exactly,
Your father-
exactly what we
But
are
tell
saying.
me something. Why should they follow each other on Facebook?
Yeah.
They will go and speak to each other at home. Boryada and Trishadi, Jadeja, Akshar. Oh, good one.
Very
Good
interesting
one. Good
question.
one. Good one. Good one.
I think okay. So here's what I think. I think if you're not utilizing Jadeja as a batter,
তো এটা ভালো লাগছে, এটা 3 ঘন্টা চালিয়ে দেবো আজকে। ছি বাবা।
যদি চলে চলুক।
বেশ আড্ডা হচ্ছে কি?
হ্যাঁ।
ভাই তোমরা যদি চালিয়ে যেতে চাও এটা চালিয়ে যেতে পারি আমরা।
হ্যাঁ।
দেখি এই মামার থেকে একটা ভিজুয়াল। মামার সাথে
So-
আচ্ছা we are playing live visuals.
Hmm.
আরে there's no rain.
Overcast
But-
but no rain.
But the point that one needs to ask, গতকাল রাত্রিরে বৃষ্টির বেসিসে
Yes.
is the outfield clear?
Yes.
If the ICC can't get the match on Saturday,
Because hold
time,
on a
what
second.
happens?
See the puddle here. See the puddle here. And this is Rasta. This is Rasta.
পাটল দেখাবে,
পাটল
পাটল
দেখাচ্ছে।
দেখাও। তোমরা হাডল করে পাটল দেখিয়ে দাও।
হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা on Jadeja and Akshar I think when we move to West Indies spinটাকে আরেকটু strong করতে হবে, so maybe get in Yuzi Chahal in
Or
place of
Kuldeep?
Siraj or Kuldeep in place of Siraj.
কুলদীপ
But
because
তোমার অলরেডি একটা লেফট আর্মার আছে যদি জাডেজা ভার্সেস কুলদীপ হয়, কারণ জাডেজা তো আবার ব্যাটিং আছে।
yeah, but West Indies do you need all of the batters? এই দেখো পাটল। So the question is, can the ICC get the match started on time, braving the outfield conditions? Because can you give me that photograph where only the pitch was covered and not
Yeah.
the square? I want to show my viewers that photograph. Look at this photo and tell me, why should a World Cup be played when only the strip is covered, the rest of the ground isn't, and the outfield stays wet and a match gets derailed? Tell me that. বলো। ফরিয়াপুকুর থেকে ফ্লোরিডা বৃষ্টি পড়লে ডগি ইস্যু করলে জল জমবে। হ্যাঁ বাট জল তো জমবে ভাই, টারপলিন তো তার জন্যই আছে, টারপলিন দিয়ে ঢেকে দাও, জল জমবে না। আর 8,000 10,000 ডলারের গল্প, সেই ডলারটা যদি তুমি না করো তাহলে ওই হবে।
Absolutely. Caribbean Kuldeep will come for Siraj. Indranil Roy Chaudhary, I actually was about to say that.
I want this is just the square. I want a photograph. এটা ছিল আজকে we played in our Hindi show, only the strip is covered. এটা দেখা একটা look পরিষ্কার দেখো। Look at this photo. The pitch is covered and the bowling lineup is covered. বাকি পুরো মাঠে is not covered. যদি শ্রীলঙ্কার মাঠেও দেখুন, half the money as America, half the CAB তে তো ছেড়েই দিন, পুরো stadium is পুরো মাঠ is covered with tarpaulin. Why is this not covered?
Absolutely.
এরকম প্যাচেস অফ জল
এই যে এরকম
This
প্যাচেস
was
অফ জল
yesterday.
আছে।
We hope, but
হ্যাঁ।
they only have one super stopper.
Exactly.
So that is what the problem is. Let that man sleep. He might be with someone. Not at all. Devashish Sen doesn't sleep. Devashish Sen only works, and he makes Ishan works as well. Mufaddal Bora told on Twitter, match can be washer. Who's Mufaddal Bora? Mufaddal Bora is taking from somebody. He knows nothing.
It is clear cricket is a backstage sport in US. It is
course,
not even a sport that is considered important.
ওই একটাই
এই যে এই একটাই আছে পুরো
সবেদন
মাঠ
নীলমণি
পরিষ্কার।
ও ঘুরছে।
আর এইটা দিয়ে করছে
এটা
ইচ্ছে
দেখো
দিয়ে কি হবে?
তৃষার হেয়ার ড্রায়ারটা নিয়ে গেছে, ওটা দিয়েও করছে, ফুলছে ফু। মনে আছে 1990 ওই দেখো দেখো দেখো
হ্যাঁ, ওই
ওই
দেখো,
যে শোকাচ্ছে দেখো।
এই ভ্যাকুয়াম ক্লিনার
Vacuum cleaner.
একটা
Around 90s when India went to South Africa, that Nicky Oppenheimer had got petrol
Yeah,
and
yeah.
dried the ground. We will see all kinds of the stories. There are news that Gill was released because of disciplinary issues.
released from where? This is a question. I mean, this I'm seeing everywhere, but my question is, where was he released from? He wasn't even announced in
Okay,
the squad.
we will get Devashish Sen on this. Why ICC not provide proper thing? You know, this is a question I have to
Yeah.
ask. I mean, the whole ground should have been covered. Let's come back in 1 hour, Tisha.
Yeah.
Let's get a quick break. Let's get a quick break. Come back at 7 o'clock, and we will give you all updates. Devashish
And
will
let me
join us
search for
live.
my glasses. Also.
Boryada, did your dark horse in Super 8 Afghanistan?
Afghanistan. Yeah, absolutely.
Really yours?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan is definitely our super 8 dark horse. Shagnik, thank you very much for your super chat contribution. We are beholden. Please support us. Join us at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sharp 7, all of you back here. Devashish there, Ishan there. We are back live, coming back. Wait for an hour and we'll see you soon with live visuals. দেবাশিস বাবু কি কিছু ক্যারিবিয়ান বিচ ব্লগ করবেন? একদম করবেন। কালকে একটা ছবি দিয়েছে দেখেছো? এরপরে লালমোহন বাবুর জন্য সৃজিত যদি আর অনির্বাণকে নেয়, অনির্বাণের চাকরিটাই চলে যাবে। দেবাশিসকে নেয়ার আর কোনো রাখেনি, বিচ বারে ওখানে যা দাঁড়িয়ে সৃজিতের দিকে তাকিয়ে বলছে, হ্যালো আমায় নাও। একেন বাবুতে অনির্বাণের কম্পিটিশন হবে না। দেবাশিস সেন্ট ফ্রম দ্য ক্যারিবিয়ান বিচ। দেবাশিস ইজ আ গ্রেট স্পোর্টস হিন্দি এট দ্য মোমেন্ট। করতে দাও বিভিন্ন ভাষা একসাথে শিখছে, রাষ্ট্রভাষা। এখন একটু পরে বাংলায় করবে, হিন্দি হয়ে বাংলায় চলে আসবে, চিন্তা করো।
Boryada, Himadri says Boryada love you.
What is my wife saying?
Yeah. Acha, for